I'm J.G. Michael, and this is Parallax Views. In terms of the left in Europe, I was wondering if we could talk a little bit about Mélenchon in France. I know he's considered kind of like a crabby figure at times, maybe a bit divisive, but there's a lot of admiration I have for him in some ways. I think he can unify people on some fronts. He's a very interesting figure.
I did not see him in Paris, but I just spent a few days. He was in New York. He did a Zoom call with Bernie Sanders from the Nation offices. I wanted to be a fly on the wall. He is known to be ornery. He is the best known, the most oratorically talented, visionary. He is both a politician and a philosopher, he will say. He's not loved, but you know who's loved? And politicians always break your heart, so you can't love a politician. We have a very good interview with him this Wednesday at thenation.com. And he was in the New York Times and the Financial Times. There's a sense that it's Inus Mies, which is the name of his coalition, which means unbowed, which is kind of beautiful. He didn't want to do communism, Marxism, and ism. He has had major fights with forces within Inus Mies, which has led to other coalitions emerging. But there's no question that the National Popular Front on that election came together, and if they come together, they are very close to winning. So it's a tantalizing, frustrating situation, but I think he's visionary, and he spoke for 3 hours at CUNY in New York City about 2 weeks ago. I'd say there were 500, 600 people of all ages sat enraptured, rapt, which is rare. So I think there's something powerful there. But
what do you think it is? Like, why do you think he's visionary? Like, what works with what he's doing?
I think there's there's a sense we've lived with that there is no alternative. Tina, talking about people who retain
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher. There is no society. There is no alternative. Something Mélenchon would say, "Are you kidding? We have a great, we can build a society. We can be visionary at the same time as pragmatic." And I just think people are, in the same way people, especially younger people, didn't want to be pandered to, and Bernie Sanders didn't do 2-minute sound bites. He did these long speeches. He didn't pander to them, and people were interested. So I think people are interested in ideas. Of course, they want change, and they want change in their lives that is concrete, but they are interested in hearing the state of the world, the state of the country, the state of your economy, what can be done, what can be changed. It's as simple as that. I mean, we came out of this last election in our country was a change election. And and that seeking change can be very platitudinous or it can be real. And I think Mélenchon speaks in a real way. There are other politicians in France, but he has captured much of the imagination. The party that is truly failing, except maybe in the UK, is the Green Party, because the Green Party in Germany has become very militaristic. And also the elitism of the Green Party, certainly in Germany, has turned away people.